Let's pick against multiple playoff contenders on the road. That's right, multiple, while eating stupidly good sandwiches from Blue Ribbon Bakery. Multiple.
It's simple. We love college football, we love ridiculous food, so let's pick some huge games against the spread every week and eat until it hurts. It's easy call.
Week 11 time, and it's gonna be a fun one. This is the week I'm guaranteeing you this after a perfect week last week in its own way. I'm gonna make you some bread. That's why we're at Blue Ribbon Bakery. Best bread in New York. Sandwiches, stupid. First game. Ridiculous excitement. TCU 5.5-point favorites at home in Fort Worth going against Kansas State. When the Frogs have the ball, Trevon Boykin, huge key. He looked fantastic until last week in Morgantown. He's better than he was last week. Going against a Kansas State defense, you have to be very good to beat them week in and week out. A very disciplined secondary. Really like Listenby, really like Gray. Catalan on the ground will be good for TCU. It's going to be a tough measure for TCU. And when Kansas State has the ball, they have a great 1-2 at receiver in Curry Sexton and Tyler Lockett. They are very dangerous. And they're going against the TCU secondary. No big deal. Best in the Big 12 with Hackett and White and everybody in the back seven. I'm going to go, hard to pick against a good Kansas State team, but they're on the road. They've struggled there. TCU, I think, has a nice bounce back week on both sides of the ball. We'll go TCU 34-27. I think they cover this and separate themselves in the Big 12. First dish. Shrimp salad, roasted tomato aioli. I'm at a loss for a word on the home-baked challah. I want to be associated with the phrase home-baked challah more and more. Next game, Notre Dame going on the road. I know, that's a weird phrase to say out loud. A true road game for Notre Dame going to ASU. ASU 2.5-point favorites against the Irish. First key, when Notre Dame has the ball, Everett Golson, if not for the turnovers, legitimate Heisman contender. He's that good with the ball in his hands. Going up against an ASU defense that loves to blitz. So his blitz pickup is going to be huge. And how good can Arizona State take advantage of Notre Dame's offense if they struggle a little bit? Because they're great on third down. They're very good in the red zone. And then when ASU has the ball, it's their speed. Jalen Strong, DJ Foster in space. Danger, Will Robinson, going against a Notre Dame secondary. Still have questions. The Notre Dame defense is pretty good. I look at the Navy game as an aberration just because it's such a different style of offense. Went back and forth with this one because Arizona State has been playing great defense in October. It's now November, but they were a top 30 defense in that month. But I'm going Notre Dame outright. I think the defense comes to play. I think they pick up the blitz well. Let's go Notre Dame outright 24-20. I think they take it. But, oh my God, things are about to get real sexy on camera. Look at that burger. You got the fresh bacon. Everything's glistening and fresh. The home-baked bun. Oh my God, it's toasted. I'm gonna do bad things to that burger. Next game, and it is very difficult, yes, to have this food in front of me and not eat it. I am some sort of champion at something. Alabama, 6.5-point favorites though, going to LSU, going to Death Valley. Key when the Tide have the ball, their offensive line. They've had a week off. They've gotten healthier. Ryan Kelly, healthier and healthier at center. They're going against an LSU defensive front that hasn't been great against the run, but they haven't been great against the run against the best teams running the ball. Wisconsin, Auburn, Mississippi State. They're okay, and they're going to blitz. Trust John Chavis in big games at this point with this team getting experience. And when LSU has the ball, the quarterback position is going to be enormous for the Tigers. Really average quarterbacks don't beat Alabama all that often. So you just need, if it's Jennings, whoever it is, just be serviceable because you're going against an Alabama secondary that, aside from Landon Collins, not the greatest they've had. Still a struggle. We saw Arkansas take advantage, which is a weird phrase to say out loud. I'm going LSU at home to make this dirty, to make this swampy. Let's call it 14-13. Same score against Arkansas, but LSU winning this game. They're good enough to take advantage. This is a team that's matured and is a different team than where they were in early September. This is about to get real food-wise in front of me, though. Give me this. We've got a chorizo Reuben. We've got the shoestring fries, the home-baked baguettes in the beautiful oven downstairs, which you've seen. This is singing something that is, it's a siren song unlike any other. Game number 4, and we're going out west. We're going to altitude. We are going to the city of Salt Lake. Huge Pac-12 matchup. Oregon, 9.5-point favorites on the road against the Utes. Utah coming off of the loss at Arizona State. Oregon, huge win against Stanford, finally got over that hump. 9.5 points is a lot of points. Oregon, key for them with the ball, their offensive line getting healthier and healthier. Jake Fisher, we'll see if Andre Urieta-Goyena is back. They have a Utah defensive front that is nasty and angry. Dimmick, Orchard, they're getting to the quarterback. They stop the run. They are going to be very dangerous. They'll probably keep this game lower scoring than Oregon would like. And then when Utah has the ball, X's and O's. They don't have Drez Anderson, their best receiver. Travis Wilson is not going to win this game with his arm. It's going to come down to Devontae Booker, and if he can be like a 2013 version of Tyler Gaffney from Stanford, it hurts to say it, but he can do that because he is a warrior. And Oregon went on defense. Coaching is going to be huge for them on third downs. Get those stops, get that defense off the field, get that offense on the field to wear down Utah's defense. That would be good for the Ducks. I'm going to go Oregon here, 30-31 to 10. I think they're 2.5 to 3 touchdowns better. I think Utah coming off of that loss, they don't have the offense to keep up with Oregon if they have to kick field goals. Yeah, 31 to 10. Next game, because we need to hustle to get to this food. Michigan State hosting as 3.5-point favorites. Ohio State. This is the Super Bowl of the Big Ten. This is what we've been waiting for. Key when Michigan State has the ball, their offensive line, because that front for Ohio State, Joey Bosa, Darren Lee, stupid good. They're in backfields, and Michigan State's offensive line did a really good job against Nebraska and Randy Gregory. They can do it again because we know what kind of offensive skill talent they have. And then when Ohio State has the ball, their running game, 3rd and 4s and 3rd and 5s are going to be huge for JT Barrett against a defense this good that the Spartans do have week in and week out. Ezekiel Elliott, Curtis Samuel are going to need to turn 2, 3 into 5, 6. Rolling, jumping, diving. They need to be fantastic. And the X's and O's for Michigan State. Great on third down against an Ohio State offense that can roll with the ball when they get going. They are dangerous and fast. Michigan State needs to play 4 full quarters. They've gotten better at it, but you saw the Nebraska game, you saw the Oregon game. You need to wrap up against the fast, ridiculous receivers and running backs of Ohio State. I'm going Michigan State 27-20. I think they're a touchdown better. It's at home. It's in East Lansing. We saw JT Barrett struggle with the top defense on the road in Penn State. Let's go Sparty here. I feel great about this, but not as great. There's nothing in college football that is this. Let's start with the shrimp salad sandwich on the home-baked challah. Oh wow, the shrimp is perfectly poached. Speechless. Haven't even touched the bacon cheeseburger. Let's get into this. Perfectly cooked, seasoned well. Haven't gotten into the bacon yet. First of all, I'm partial to the word Reuben, obviously, but you got the thin baguette, you got the chorizo, you got the homemade slaw, you got the melted cheddar. I almost don't want to disturb how beautiful this is. This baguette is otherworldly. This is one of the best sandwiches I've ever had. This is right there with anything that has graced this space. All right, the picks are in. TCU, Notre Dame outright, LSU, Oregon, Michigan State. I have my new co-host, Ruben. We're gonna do a show called Ruben and Ruben. It's time for a day out in New York. See ya.